And I think with Barbara and I, it is hard, and I think it's even more so harder on her because I'm dealing with people, I'm traveling, and I'm seeing a lot of different faces, and I'm occupied with my gymnastics. And yet Barbara, she's working 7 days a week, and I think that's very tough for her. And when I go on trips, she's alone a lot of times, and just like Dennis's wife, Tanya, I think it's very hard for our wives.
It's worth it because I'll do as much as I can for his gymnastics, and then when, you know, all the sacrifices that we make now, when he makes 88, I think that it'll all pay off.
Dan Hayden of the United States. He looks dazed, hurting himself, warming up for his high bar routine. Let's hope he is okay.
And Charlie, he does an unbelievable trick, and he was warming up for a trick called a Kovacs, which is a double backflip over the bar. And he must have slipped right at the bottom. I didn't actually see it, but I know it's an outrageous trick. And if you wipe out on that trick, it's a big-time wipeout. He seems to be okay now, and in addition to our American trainer, we also have one of the Soviet trainers who's trying to help him out.
You know, just before we went away, we saw Yuri Balabanov of the Soviet Union on his dismount of the high bar. As you look at Balabanov there, just messes knee up, and here he is getting ready for the floor X.
In fact, it looks like he's preparing to compete on the floor, but after that knee injury, I don't expect that he could. He has his long pants on, which is, you wouldn't compete floor exercise in long pants. You know what he's doing. Charlie, this is an unusual case, and it's very important to note what's happening here. He hurt himself in the high bar. In order to compete in later rounds of individual competition, he has to have made a token appearance, even to score a 0 on the other pieces of equipment. So he will step up and appear on floor and pommel horse and throughout the rest of the competition, just so that if he's healthy in a couple of days, by the time the finals come, he'll be able to perform.
And it could be a big blow to the Soviet Union's all-around team championship. But here's a young man who will help them, Alexander Tikhonki of the Soviet Union.
We saw Alexander a few months ago when they came to the States. He is an unbelievable gymnast in every piece of equipment. Let's see his mount here. Oh, what work! A double twisting double back. There's only a handful of gymnasts who can even do that skill, and he seemed to do it so easily.
He was a member of the Soviet Union team that won the World Championships last year, and he was first in the all-arounds this year at the McDonald's American Cup.
Beautiful flexibility.
That carpet, I'll tell you, it's got to be distracting to the gymnast, right, Kathy?
I'm glad somebody brought that up. This has been driving me crazy the whole time. I don't know about you, Bart, but I have never performed on a floor exercise mat like that.
You know, in fact, we're used to working on a blue mat, so you're used to looking for blue as you flip. But unfortunately, that carpeting looks like they got it out of an old rundown Holiday Inn in Des Moines or something. It's pretty hurting.
We'll be getting letters from Des Moines and carpet salesman now.
Here's his last run. Oh, and a perfect tuck double back. Great exercise.
And a great performance from Alexander Tikhonki of the Soviet Union, member of the national team since 1982. He scores a 9.6 on the floor X, and we'll watch his routine once again.
Watch this mount. Full in, full out. It's 2 flips and 2 twists. No problem.
I said a 9.6. It's a 9.65 for Tikhonki. A good performance for him. As we go to a young man from East Germany, Sven Tippel. He's 21 years of age, and he's working on the parallel bars.
He's one of their new performers, Charlie. Nice work. Beautiful giant swings. Now notice he's going all the way out to the end with a giant swing. Oh, what a trick. That's just like a reverse heck that they've been doing on the high bar, but he actually did it on the parallel bars. I've never seen that before. He's maybe just a little sloppy because he's young and I think maybe a little inexperienced. But look at this exercise. He's doing all kinds of unusual skills. And look at that. A double front off the end of the parallel bars. I've never seen anybody try that before.
He finished first in that event at the National Championships last year. So that'll wrap it up for the team competition. The Soviets take first place, East Germany second, China third, while the United States finishes a disappointing fifth. Now tomorrow, the top three from each country will compete in every event that will determine the individual all-around champion. For Kathy Johnson and Bart Connor, this is Charlie Neal saying so long from the Olympic Sports Complex.